Hello and welcome to Reddit Tell All. Today's story is from r/TrueOffMyChest, and this story has a couple of updates, so make sure you stick around until the end so you get the full story. And with that out the way, let's just get straight on with it. I'm going to leave my fiance for my boyfriend. 6 months ago, my female 25, fiance male 28, asked if I would be willing to have an open relationship. I agreed. Everything was okay until like 3 months ago, when he asked if we could switch from open to poly. I agreed again. He started dating a girl from work and I started dating a guy from my gym. Now, this guy, male 26, is so different than my fiance. He takes me on dates every week. He brings me flowers and food at work. He texts me just to say hi. He's sweet and affectionate. My fiance, however, we've been together for 4 years. He only gets me flowers for my birthday. He's never affectionate. His idea of a date is playing board games or watching The Witcher. They are very different in bed too. With my fiance, most of the times, sex is a chore. He's fast and rough, and then he goes to watch TV. My boyfriend, however, is very tender. He takes his time and he checks if I'm enjoying it. He cuddles with me after and brings me snacks. I was talking to my mum about this, and she asked me which one makes me happier, and I guess it clicked. I like the way my boyfriend treats me, while my fiance is more of a roommate at this point. After my talk with my mum, I decided to talk to my fiance as well. I just told him that I wish he would be more affectionate with me. He just shrugged and said he isn't into chick flick. So I guess I'm going to break up with my fiance because I don't want to marry a man that never takes me out or buys me flowers or holds my hand. I want someone that shows their emotions. I don't know if me and my boyfriend are going to work out since it's still new, but at least now I know I have options. I grew up around men that were emotionally unavailable, and most women in my family constantly told me that men aren't affectionate. So I guess I kind of believed it. My first 2 boyfriends were like this as well. They didn't like showing affection, and my fiance is the 3rd guy I've been with. It feels good to know not all men are like my mum made me think they were. I'm on my way to have dinner with my fiance, and I'm going to call off the engagement. Update. I was super nervous to have the talk with my fiance, but apparently at dinner it wasn't just us. He invited his parents and didn't tell me. I wanted to have the conversation with him privately, but his mum started talking about the wedding. She had a bunch of flower arrangements, dresses and venues printed out, and she was going to buy a dress tomorrow. I got overwhelmed and ended up telling them the wedding is off. I tried to be as gentle as I could, but my fiance freaked out when I gave my reasons that I don't feel loved and that I want someone that shows their affection, and made a scene, so we were kicked out. He left to go home like 10 minutes ago. I'm still in the parking lot with his parents. They are trying to call him. I'm going to drive them home, and then I guess I have to get ready for round 2 when I get home. Update 2. We had a huge fight, and he confessed he only wanted to open the relationship because he wanted to sleep with his co-worker without being a cheater, and then wanted a poly relationship because he developed feelings for her. And he called me a witch for dumping him because I'm a big baby who needs attention. Apparently, I need to grow up because real men don't get emotional. Update 3. My now ex-fiance called and begged me to come home to talk because he's sorry and he didn't mean what he said, and because real men don't get emotional. He started crying when I said no and that he can call his girlfriend if he wants to talk to someone. Update 4. I talked with my boyfriend and we're going to close the relationship. He was thinking about it for a while but was afraid to ask. So he was happy when I suggested it. My boyfriend helped me move all my things out of the apartment I shared with my ex. Ex has called and texted me all night and I blocked him because honestly, it kind of scared me. Ex's girlfriend came to see me at work. She was worried I ended things because of her. We talked a bit and I assured her it wasn't because of her. We also talked about my ex and his lack of showing emotions. And she's now reconsidering their relationship because she also wants someone to show their love. And she was thinking he didn't because it was still new. And she thought in time he'll get more comfortable. But after we talked, she wasn't so sure anymore. A lot of people keep saying my boyfriend will turn into my ex. Why? Why do you think that? Do you have magical powers to see the future? And if he does, so what? I should stay in a relationship where I don't feel loved just because my next relationship will not work. Like I said in my post and in the comments, even if it doesn't work, at least now I know I have options. I also had a few people asking if my ex was always like this or if he changed. He was always like this. I was actually going to say until I read that final sentence that maybe it's just because it's not new anymore. We all know what relationships are like after the honeymoon period. Things just become a little bit more normal or a little bit more laid back in a relationship. There's not all that lovey-dovey stuff. But if he was never like that in the first place, then I guess that's just what he's like. She's still fairly young, 25. She's got plenty of time to just move on. She does not have to settle if she feels like she deserves better or she wants something different. If this is right for her, she's just got to do her. As long as she's not just leaving him because she's liking the attention from someone new and she thinks that it's always going to be like this honeymoon period. This new guy could be super affectionate. They could have just this really amazing chemistry and bond together. And you do see those couples, they are like how they were right in the beginning, years after they met. So it's not a complete fairy tale. Most relationships, it does die down a little bit. And when I was reading the title, I thought at first, oh, this is another cheating story. And it's another one where the guy asks for an open relationship and then the girl finds something better out there. All I'm going to say is anyone who's looking to open their relationship or go poly, just prepare for the worst and pray for the best, because usually, I say usually, this is just my experience from reading people's stories on Reddit, but usually the person who wants to open the relationship usually does it for selfish reasons, because they want to play the field a little bit, or they have someone, in this case, that they wanted to sleep with, and then the woman starts doing it just because their other half is doing it, and then they find someone better. I think open relationships, being poly, is very risky. It's definitely not for me. I could never, ever let my partner or my husband go off with another woman. Just no. I'm not controlling or anything like that, but what's mine is mine. I do not want to share at all. And my husband would definitely say the same. So luckily, we are definitely on the same page with that. But let me know in the comments below, would you ever consider opening up your relationship? Is this something that you've ever done, and what was your experience with this? And also let me know what you think about OP's situation. Do you think that she done the right thing? And if you did like this video, don't forget to give it a like, subscribe to the channel, and hopefully I'll see you very soon.